So it's out of order, no matter what. And it's gonna be an OG. Maybe it could be Eon DBD Germany. Yes, there was an Eon DBD Germany. You are correct. That was the E4 on the circus on the circus map. Yeah. No wait. DBD Germany? Or I thought it was DBD RU. Alright, either ways, it'll be interesting. I'm very curious to see what they end up bringing. Hi, can you get off my gens? That would be really fantastic, my friend. So far, I'm going to be judging every single survivor we come across and feeling out whether or not I think they're in my ranking. So far for Leon, he didn't respect Terror Radius. He's going upstairs, which he does get a vault down, but he's going to get stunned, which is going to result in a down. So that play there, pretty mediocre. Show my Insta, and I'm German? Gotcha. Yeah, what's up, Pepsi? How goes it? How goes it, my friend? Let's check this gen as we put him on hook. There goes Ruin. And looks like they did at least get the gen that Leon was on, suggesting maybe comms. Thank you for the bits, Pepsi. Doing pretty well? It's good to hear. Well, so far, no additional information on what gens they're on off of barbecue. Trap here. Where's basement? Is basement in shack? If basement's in shack, we could play some basement trapper. Alright, there's some progress. No basement in shack. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. We only have a quarter of our time left, so let's just pop this out of existence. Where do we think the survivors are now? So they unhooked Leon next to a gen. Chances are they'll probably work on that gen. There's Elodie. She has sprint burst, so you can see that she's holding it. So realistically speaking, I don't want to chase her. Just wouldn't be worth my time. We're going to have to lose that gen unless we get it down in a timely manner. Chances are there's two people here. We can tell that Leon has worked on the gen, so he no longer has DS, and he is the obsession, so he very likely would have had it prior. Hide the red light. And swing. Still pallet camping. He got really lucky that hit detection was in his favor there. Let's see. Yeah, I imagine they're going to post across all of their accounts, more or less. I think that's what they're doing currently, is trying to not do it all on main. So that way they can kind of play around with that knowledge. What I might want to do here, honestly, is I might want to play this 3-gen and call it a day. So we end up right... So yeah, we might just play the 3-gen. Alright, they got meat tree. I mean, that meat tree's weak right now. Or now, streak for me, strong for them. We don't really want to chase them out in this direction. Maybe another Resident Evil killer? Very unlikely. Also, there's nothing that I can think of that would indicate Resident Evil from all their leaks. It's got caught on geometry. That was atrocious. Let's try and chase Jill back into our 3-gen if we can. But looks like she's going to play Meat Tree, which, as we know, has already been de-trapped. So she's going to have to drop pallet here. We'll have to break. Elodie's already used her sprint burst, I'm pretty sure. So let's chase her out. I want to chase her towards the 3-gen, though. And she's just not taking the bait whatsoever. Yeah, she's immediately going to shack. So we need to drop chase entirely. Reskin of Mr. X? That'd be kind of cool, not gonna lie. I actually would like that. Oh, you got so lucky with that frickin' RNG. That was like your second attempt off it. Holy hell. It's also unfortunate for us that they were already injured, so that really didn't give us any value. On there. So yeah, we're kind of left with our 3-gen here. It's a very weak 3-gen too is the problem. So So he's gonna vault. We have brutal strength, so we can break that pretty quickly. Will she go upstairs? She does. That's a mistake in my opinion. There's the dead heart. There it goes. Hook, line, and sinker. Alright. We see that gen has been tapped. That is probably Yui on that gen. You want to go over there and pop that ASAP. Ooh, they might get it. Did they commit? I think they get it. They did not. So we're going to let them go, right? We're going to reset this trap. Okay, that was an interesting play. We hit them off. We saw someone else in that tile. They're going for the unhook as we speak. Now let's hit Elodie. Yui jump back on that gen from the looks of things. And that's Leon this time. Yeah, if they were to do anything with Mr. X, it would be a skin. It would not be another killer. It just wouldn't make sense for the licensing deal, guys. Like, it would be shocking. Alright, they got that one. That's fine. Yeah, I hate to do this and kind of grind out value on this gen, but I think it's necessary. Where's the rest of our traps? We have one trap there. You can keep on doing that, Leon. That's fine. We know where everyone is. We can listen for 2 gens at the same time. There's Ellie. Let's see if we can get her to vault. There's Jill. Okay, she knows where that is. So we'll hit her. Alright, they finally started working on Thompson House, though, is the only problem. So let's close that off. There's Leon Boy. Looks like they got the one on the vault. You need to go for Leon ASAP. Thankfully, the gen that we've been sitting at has regressed quite a while. But they have a lot of good resources here still to work with. So I can't exactly take my time here. Yeah, Leon's already gone and out, so we basically need to go back for the gen. They double teamed it. I mean, honestly, they did a really good job. They pressured gens. This map is kind of hard for Trapper as is. The grass is really thin. So it's already difficult for him. That's a mid-vault, so we get the hit. Then also, we're doing base kit Trapper, no add-ons. Let's get you down. And now we can play off their altruism. I guess. Shoot, there's not many good hooks here. Barbecue and chili shows me one person there. We see this exit gate being open here, or at least 99. I'm expecting an incoming unhook. There's Jill. Honestly, it might be worth it to me just to secure the kill, because there are many outs here. There's the Jill. Push her off of that. If she's going to disarm that, she should do that from the inside. Alright, this would result in a trade. So, going to try and body block for Jill. Not going to work. So now what we can do with Jill is we can take her further in. And try and keep him farther away from the exit gates, potentially. Yeah, what's up, Beast? How goes it? Just playing Trapper on the new MMR. Hatch is right here. Good to know. That's 1, 2, and 3 that we see. All 3 healed. No traps nearby or in hand. We see 1 and 2. Third one's probably going to go around the Thompson house. Over there. There's Elodie coming in, as well as Yui. We hit there. We're looking for Elodie now. There she is. We go for Elodie. So now 3 people injured. They only have 1 body blocker this entire time. We should have the distance in order to get her. Let's see if she dead hards. No dead hard. So I don't mind MMR. I think that's a good thing for the game as a whole. I don't understand why people are so uppity about it personally. But with that being said, we're testing out MMR today and seeing what our thoughts are overall. So that's why we're playing every single killer today. And we start off with Trapper. Really, didn't have the distance. That will punish me. That's 5 seconds of distance lost. Leon's here. He'll try and body block, but he failed miserably at it. So now we have a race to the exit gate. I think she makes it in time. There wasn't much that I could do, because if I didn't try and play further in, they would just get the escape anyway. So we'll just take our blood points and call it a day. Yeah, we tried to play out their altruism. That was the only thing that I could do, theoretically speaking. Now Yui's still in. Okay, I was about to say, she either had to be at hatch or at exit gate. But GG, well played to the survivor. They haven't teased space stuff. I mean, they haven't teased much other than the pin, the needle, right? That's the only thing that they really have teased other than the letters, which would probably lead it towards Hellraiser. But it's hard to say for certain. Like, we don't have all too much information. We have some info, but not like a ton, right? I would love to see Xenomorph eventually. I think that'd be really cool. The problem is how do you make Xenomorph unique? And that's the biggest thing for like all killers. I always question like how do they make a killer unique at this point? But why was Ace in a cage? I think that was just for the lulz. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think that had any significance. I think that was just for the lulz. I think they are just having fun with that one. Throwing in little Easter eggs here and there. I hear person on the generator. Just bait, yeah. Kind of like, so DVD Mobile, put out a message for retweet. Okay, this survivor, I can already tell, is not that great. They're insta-dropping every pallet in sight, which is great for me, because that means I have less things to worry about in the late game. Nice fault. Let's drop chase. Any tips on playing Ghostface? Play him less like an insta-down killer. Play him more like a stealth killer. Honestly. Like, that is my honest recommendation. Don't play him like he's an insta-down. Too many people do because of the potential mark value, when in all reality, he's not. Where they made a side objective, they have to rescue Ace from the cage. Could be cool, could be cool. But yeah. So it's interesting. One good movie is not even that iconic. I'd say Hellraiser has a cult following. I wouldn't call it iconic in the same way that, like, Resident Evil is an iconic horror game. But I'd still say that it has a cult following nonetheless. Get our hit. There was someone on the gen. They fell off, though. You've already thrown multiple pallets down here, so you're entering a dead zone, Nia, my girl. That was an odd miss. Like I said, I would say, like, if we're talking about, like, iconic horror movies, Hellraiser isn't, like, at the top. I would say that Hellraiser has a cult following, and less of a if you're into horror, you've seen Hellraiser type of thing, if that makes sense. Springtrap is, so right now, based on the leaks, we have potential for Candyman, Springtrap, Hellraiser, and Xenomorph. That seems to be the current pool of licensed killers that we could be seeing. I do not think it's going to be FNAF. I think with everything going on with Scott Cawthorn, I don't see it happening, I'll be real. But yeah. I do not think that's going to be FNAF. It's so unlikely. Let's push her to the left, where my trap is. Push her to the right now. Looks like she's dodging. You have a pallet. Will you drop? Not yet, you don't. Let's put this here. There we go. Alright, where are we going with this hook? There's someone on that gen as I'm looping here. I don't know why. There's two people off of gens, one person on gen. Are they hunting Ruin? Is that what's happening right now? Like, they're not on generators at all. And you don't need to hunt Ruin against Trapper of all people. It really isn't necessary. So I'm a bit confused on that one. Interesting. Yeah, because there's very little gen progress going on right now. Nancy was the only one really working gens. Ah, close. They're locked out, though, so not as much of an issue. As I mentioned, we're bloodlusted, and she's in a dead zone. That'll be that. Well, so Scott, so keep in mind something about Scott. So Scott is retiring from the FNAF franchise. Does that mean that FNAF is dead? No. FNAF is still going on. Scott's just not a part of it. But with all the negative publicity, and Scott prior to all of that saying that they had no other cross-promotional projects, it's very unlikely that's going to be FNAF and DVD. That is my take on that. That's 8 seconds off of that generator. I think it's much more likely to be Hellraiser or Candyman as the main two options at this point. I see scratch marks over here. That's fine by me. Scratch marks up there. They're definitely under here. You're thinking Hellraiser, so that's what you're putting your bets on? I mean, like I said, I wouldn't doubt it. It seems right now to line up with everything that we're seeing. I saw a survivor there. Hi, Nia, my girl. There's also another survivor right here. A Meg disarming a trap like an idiot. And then we see Nancy going for the unhook. That pallet's already gone, Nancy, me girl. Meg just disarmed a trap. She's on her way to the unhook, probably. Hey, you found Ruin, Meg, not Nancy. Congratulations. Too bad. You gotta be joking me, Nancy. Alright, let's just reset. No, actually, let's pick up first. That'd probably be a smart idea. That would be a smart idea. My bet's on an OG killer? I don't think so. I think that because of DVD leaks demonstrating that the killer is only going to have one skin at launch, it definitely makes me feel like it's going to be a licensed killer. The OG killers are so weird. They are, but they brought some really good OG killers, let's be real. I mean, like, Hag on her own is, like, a great example. Of course, we have Trapper, bootleg Jason. Twins, Deathslinger are so random. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree with that. But they weren't, like, bad originals, right? They weren't, like, you know, so out of left field that I'd say that they were, you know, bad. Light was a good one, though. They did a good job with Light. Alright, well, let's go hunt down Hatch. I have no idea where this Nia is. I'm not really too worried about trying to find her either. If she finds Hatch, all the power to her. This match seemed very different from the last one. And I don't know if that's because I, for all intent and purpose, lost last match. And so my MMR SBMM, you know, was impacted significantly enough to push me down the quote-unquote ladder. Or what? But this match seemed really weak survivors. But GG, well played to these survivors. Where are we now? They still have the freaking bug where it doesn't tell me my map. I think it's Wrecker's Yard. Yeah, it's Wrecker's Yard. Where do you want to trap? Let's see. Scratch marks already? Alright, we're an M1 killer. Screw trapping when you have the survivor right in front of you. That's one thing about Trapper, right? He's just such... He is just Mr. Machete Man at some point, right? Alright, on hill. Good drop. The thing is, they leave tile immediately. What is with survivors recently getting stuns and leaving tiles right away? Makes no sense to me. I need to get it down now. Really? Resilience? That was a lot faster than it should have been, arguably. All right, let's drop chase. Yeah, that was a lot faster than it should have been. I should have gone to it, no problem. Did she leave tile at that point? She did. So they're very much W heavy on this one, it would seem. Dead hard? 100% a dead hard. Yeah, of course. They need to make it to where killers prioritize the pickup over locker check or vault, arguably. Scratch marks right here. And looks like that may have been a sprint burst on... Who's that, Kata or Nia? That's Nia. No pallet camp this time? And we're going back to pallet. Yeah, at least we faked her out. But she also spun me, so good job there. Yep. She vaults out. Pallet's gone. They're probably going to pressure this gen here next. The main problem with Trapper is that you just have zero time to prep. Zero time to really do anything. But here, she does not have DS. Let's play this. Will she vault? She will. Do you have life? Balance? Neither. Pallet's here. She'll take the hit. And into this tile, which does not have pallet. She doubled back? Really? There's Cake going to that gen now. So we should probably pressure the gen over the Claude. No, I like running Corrupt on Trapper, but because we're doing a 6 million blood point challenge, I'm running Barbecue instead. There's an LT wall. There's 2 people here, so this is actually good pressure. She vaults. But the problem is, even if Corrupt on Trapper, with base kit, you just suffer so much for not running any add-ons. This is why, like, this is a main argument, in my opinion, why Trapper needs a base kit buff. He's going to hear the sound of me put down a trap and leave. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. We're going to lose 2 gens. One on LT, and then that one there. There's no pallets, so you're kind of SOL here, Kate. Good dead hard. Should have faked that out. There's the LT wall. There's Nia going for a body block. Yeah. Base kit Eerie Stone. I don't think that's even needed. I think all they need to do is give Trapper Stitch Sack and Trap Setters. You know, off the bat. I think that's all they need to do, arguably. Like, if they do that, then he's golden. Or that's not, at least not golden, but a lot better at the very least. She might get that from underneath me. Oh, nice job. This team had enough coordination in order to not only get the gate, or get the gen rather, but also to get the body block there. That showed mechanical skill and knowledge. I think this is a good example of MMR doing its thing. I mean, yeah, you should not have to go around and pick up traps. You are correct. That's Jill, since she's healed. Little break. Yeah, the biggest thing is that, like, there needs to be a secondary ability. Like, A, buff base kit, remove certain add-ons, and just add them to his base kit, arguably. But B, I think the biggest thing that they're missing out on is a secondary power to, for all intent purpose, hide a trap. Like, even if it were to take an additional 2 or 3 seconds to do so, imagine if you could, like, toss dirt on top of a trap, for example, in order to hide it fully. Like, I think that would definitely help him out, because you're right, survivors are just able to find the traps so easily. They're also going to come in for, like, 3 body blocks, by the way. We need a looper this way, specifically. Yeah, they're just waiting for the body block now. Ah! Alright, there's Jill. So we're going to have to bloodlust them for the body block. And try and cut through. Yeah, alright, there we go. Hit there. That's 1 less body blocker. We keep on Jill. And then we have 1 body block now. Jill could have a dead hard, theoretically. Like that there, that shows to me mechanical skill. So that there's a good example of what survivors can do when they play efficiently. The question is, I wish behavior would show me when I'm playing against a Swift or not. I really do. I wish that there would be, at least at the end of the match, some form of indicator to demonstrate, was this a Swift or was this not? Because the best I can do is just do Swift ? Right? And see what they say. Okay. What is this? This is resting place? Yeah, it's resting place. How do you want to play resting place? Actually, let's find out what side basement's on. That'd actually be a good way to figure this out. Basement is on the other side. So, okay, let's theoretically play this in a comp mindset. The 3-gen on this side is a lot weaker in comparison to the 3-gen on Shaq's side. Not to mention there's like a 4-gen on that side. So we could obviously very easily play this side and try and play basement at this point. Wouldn't be a horrible idea. The problem is that they spread out so thinly at the start that this could be problematic. We need to apply some even gen pressure now. It's going to be easier said than done. That's fine that they left. I'm okay with that. Let's put a trap right here. There's a horrible trap up. You say that, Ocean, but if they have a decent power, I bet you still might pick it up. Do we want to break that door? Maybe not. So we need to protect this 3-gen. Ruin's also over here, which is nice. We also see them consistently doubling up on gens. That tells me that there's probably comms on this match. That's also a balanced landing or a life. They got some additional distance. We're bloodlusted, so we'll get the hit here. We just need them out the area. We don't need to... Oh, Jesus. They're back on this gen. Yep, there's the UE. I just need them to reset out from this side of the map. Is my biggest thing right now. Will she vault? If she vaults, we get the down. Okay, we're getting these gens regressing. I hate the movie, plus he's not iconic. That's fair. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, personal preferences are going to be a thing. And honestly, that's your personal preference, is that he's not that iconic. Obviously, there would be others that would disagree. That he is much more iconic and recognizable. Alright, gens are regressing. We can now take our time a little bit here to set up our web for this regen. We're gonna play it like it's comp. Like, if this is what MMR is going to be, we'll play it like it's comp. And call it a day. We don't know yet. We don't know what the killer's power is yet. Right now it's just all speculation. Keep that in mind. Any conversation about the new killer is speculation. Let's see. Alright, we see scratch marks again. There's Steve. He probably just watched me put down that trap. Let's get him looping here, and hopefully we can get it down. He's going into here, pseudo shack, so we should be able to get the trap. He went over it. Wow. The placement was off. By a little bit maybe, but the placement was off enough. You have Dead Hard? Okay, no Dead Hard. So, now we can do basement trapper. This is gonna be fun now. Let's see how this works out for them. I think that I wouldn't call Hellraiser iconic as much as I would call it a cult classic, if that makes sense. It's a little bit different, right? Okay, there goes Ruin. That's fine. I can live with this. I'm not chasing. Leon goes in now. Now we trap here. So now they're locked in. So we don't hit Steve, we hit you. And now we wait out BT. Let's test the theory. Do you have Decisive Strike, Steve? Okay, no. So you do have Decisive Strike. That means that Leon also probably has Decisive Strike. Let's pick you up. Gotcha. Can I retrap? We also now need to check gens, though. Yeah, speak of the devil, the gens are popping. So let's pop it now. Last mine. Good stuff. There's 2 people there. No one there. We're not going to pressure them very far. We're just going to keep it kind of simple. Alright, now Steve is in here. Let me pick him up. So now they go 1 for 1. You have BT. There's the BT hit. So we have a few different scenarios to play out here. So we already ate your DS, Steve. So I can pick you up freely. So let's put you on this hook here. Push you out. Yunjin, or Yui heals. So you're dead. 3 down you. And now we just wait out for Leon? Yeah, that'd be the play. Just wait out for Leon. With a hit on you. There's Meg. Okay, you want to pallet stun me so you can go for the heal. I'm not gonna allow that. Pop is up, so we should be good for Leon. We're good. We already ate the DS off of Steve anyway, so we knew that much too. So now we're back in basement. We see 2 people on gens. Let's make the vault the only one that they can get in from. There's Meg. You play pallet? You are. Against the drops. And looks like they suicide. I don't know why. Maybe they just thought that they weren't going to be able to get out at this point. Pop this real quick while we can. Don't pallet gamp, people. It's a bad idea. So now we can hunt down Yui off of barbecue. Yep, there she is. Perfect. So maybe the play with Trapper on high... Wow, did she actually Kobe? She straight up Kobe. I mean, there's no reason to slug. It's not like it's actually comp. I mean, honestly. It's better for me to hook at that point, get my 3rd stack of barbecue. Pallet camping is valid? No, it's not. Don't incentivize pallet camping. The worst thing you can do, honestly. That's fine. You moved off that way too quick, though. Alright. I want to play this. I guess we can put you over here and then try and find Meg off of barbecue. Call it a day. Meg apparently figured out that I have barbecue and dived into a locker. Good on her. And at this point, what can they really do? Not a whole lot. I mean, they could go for this last gen, I suppose. Alright, well, let's pick this up and then move back to the unhook. You throw pallets faster and they stun longer, no sprint burst. All they need to do to make Smash hit an exhaustion perk, a better exhaustion perk. And yes, Kieran, I know you got Smash hit value earlier today, but all they need to do is say, when you stun the killer. That's all they need to say. So when you stun the killer, as in DS, or as in pallet stun, or as in getting off a killer's shoulder, stuff like that, that there would be enough value to make Smash Hit even more worth it. All they need to do is just say, when you stun a killer. They don't need to make it when you stun the killer with a pallet. There's no reason. But yeah, that's my little rant about Smash Hit, because if they just change that one thing, it would make it so much better. SBMM decreases your brain cells, so why? I haven't minded SBMM. My first match, we got stomped. My second match, we stomped. My third match, we got stomped. And my fourth match, I got... no, this is my fourth match. I stomped. So it's been on, off, on, off. And it's not been bad. It's been more challenging, sure, and to mind you, I'm also using freaking Trapper base kit. So I can't really say too much. It doesn't deserve to be an exhaustion perk, it's still pretty bad. I mean, it's not, like, it's the worst exhaustion perk in my opinion, but still. Yeah, so far I haven't minded SBMM. At least not this iteration of it. Alright, let's wait for a hatch to spawn and then start looking around. Oh, Jesus, imagine getting DVE players in a Trapper MMR pub game. I mean, we see, isn't Chubby Squirtle a comp player as well? I recognize the name, I just don't remember from where. I forget if it's like Vigos or if it was from COTF. But I'm pretty sure Chubby Squirtle is also a comp player. What's the most seemingly hopeless situation you've gotten yourself out of? Like IRL, or as in like Dead by Daylight? There's been a few. Squirtle's comp? Gotcha. Slashy saying they are. DBD? I mean, there is always going to be those moments in DBD where you just like somehow manage to get out alive. I can't like recall one off the top of my head. I guess last night I was about to lose a match of Freddy for our 14th win in a row, and we squeaked that. Actually, no. My 50th win on Blight. That was a rough one. We almost lost our 50th win streak on Blight hard. So I'm wondering something. We saw someone yesterday do something really sneaky and be able to slide around my trap. Where are we going? I mean, I guess we just sit in middle and wait for a trap to go off. Call it a day. I can't really get out otherwise. Squirtle, Surge, and look similar. Gotcha. That makes sense. Like this an early stream for you? Nope. 5 p.m. CST on weekdays is normal. Weekends is 9 p.m. Thursday, Friday is going to be 9 p.m. to 2. Or at least for 4 hours, then maybe to 2, depending. Squirtle Surgeon's a comp player. Gotcha. Yeah, not Chubby Squirtle. Close, but not exactly. Like, I'm very curious to see what... Like, this was on Trapper. So, like our last few games, there have been 2 matches where he very handily won. This match and our second match. Our first 2 matches, however, were very one-sided. Very much in the survivor's favor. But GG, well played to the survivors.